Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to In the Moment Sports Cards, episode 24th for the week ending June 27th. My name is James Hummel, better known as Tops North on Instagram. I try to go live, because I know what time it is. I try to go live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. I think I may have to change that up as I do have a child that does play baseball, and he's actually at practice right now, and I got to go back and pick him up soon. So, yeah, I may have to change that up. It'll be live sometime on Sundays, Sunday afternoon. If you don't catch me live, you can always catch me on my YouTube page, In the Moment Sports Cards, where I do post all of my live videos. So as always, I've got a stack of cards to show off from this week's mail and also talk about the week in cards. So let's get started. Got a lot of Top Snow cards in the mail, including the Erling Haaland, which I showed off a couple of weeks ago on one of my shows. This was the leading scorer for the UEFA Champions League. Sadly, no parallels, but that's okay. It's still a great-looking card. Lots of F1 came in. We got the two from the Spanish Grand Prix. The 100 poles for Hamilton. No parallels, sadly. 100 starts for Verstappen. No parallels on that either. I'm getting shut out on parallels. Baseball is another story, which I'll show off in a minute. This is the Monaco GP. Verstappen again. He's a popular driver. If you saw the race today, he won yet again, flag to flag. We've got Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz, one of my favorite drivers. Sadly, he'd probably be doing better if he was in a different car. We've got the Aston Martin card. I like this shot. Good looking card of the car. As I mentioned before, I much prefer the shots of the cars over the drivers. And Williams Racing, which was for their 750th Grand Prix. All right, so moving over to baseball, turn back the clock card. Fergie Jenkins, good Canadian Hall of Famer. Again, no parallels. I last year when the Turn Back the Clock series began, I did end up getting quite a few parallels. I will say I have ordered about half as many, or maybe even 20%, 25% as many Turn Back the Clock cards. So I did have pretty decent luck last year with parallels, but this year struck out so far. We did get the pack which was for the 200th card in the set. So which meant the checklist. So I did get a couple of those cards. So this is Robbie Grossman, Kikuchi from Seattle. There is a parallel that I did get out of that pack, which I'll show, and Gavin Lux. Vlad Jr. with third consecutive game with a home run. As you know, I'm a Blue Jays fan. So there's that card. Base card. AL Pitchers of the Month. Players of the Month. Those were Pitchers of the Month. This was Players of the Month. Marcus Semien. We ended up with the Rookies of the Month. And actually, this would have been for... Actually, I might have missed the card. I'll tell the story on that. And Cody Bellinger. So this was the pack for 300th card. And the Dodgers. So we did get the checklist. I did get the checklist for, sorry for the glare, for number 200. Because I got the 300th card, I was supposed to get the checklist for the 300th, but they didn't send it to me, and it sounds like a lot of people ended up missing the checklist for the 300th card. They also sent me 2 of 300, and I didn't get card 301, so that was an email off the top to say, where's the checklist? And where's my 301? Yes. But I was lucky, and I did get a few parallels. First up, Shohei Ohtani. That was card number 197, and that was out of 49. Super lucky on that Vlad that I showed off earlier. I ended up getting 2 parallels out of a 5-pack. 2 out of 49. I got eBay 101 of 49 out of 49 and 15. So there we go. I do love my parallels. And finally, this was the Lou Gehrig's card. So this was card 302. And again, this was out of the 300 pack that include the checklist. And that one was out of 25. Another eBay 1 of 1, 25 out of 25. Can you see that? Right there. Yeah, 25 out of 25. So there we go. That was the mail for the week. Pretty decent. Hopefully more tops now coming. So let's get to the cards of the week. First up with Panini. I gotta move to that window. There we go. Panini. We're deep into the playoffs. We're into the semifinals now. So some good cards from Trae Young. We finally got a rookie of Tyrese Maxey, Terrence Mann, Giannis, Kevin Booker, and another Trae Young. He's a popular player. But more importantly, we ended up with Rookie of the Year card, LaMelo Ball. Print run's going to be massive on this. I'm predicting, probably 3,000 to 4,000, which is big for Panini Instant. The bigger print runs are probably about 1,200. Yeah, I'm looking at. I wouldn't be surprised, maybe even 5,000. So hopefully, when these cards come in a couple of weeks, we'll see those print runs. But yeah, obviously big. And then there were some other cards last week or the week before. I think I showed them off. Maybe I didn't. The award winners for those players. I wasn't too fond of them, so I kind of skipped them. Moving to Euro, we're deep into those series. Sorry for these pictures. I picked up some of the highlights from the week. Ronaldo, we've got Belgium, Piscini from Italy. My pre-orders have been very popular for Italy. They're a popular team here in Canada, at least. And then finally, Musiala, obviously a young, hot player in soccer world. So, but yeah, so many cards. There were 10 alone this week, 11 alone this week, and now that we're getting into the elimination rounds, we'll probably see even more. Lots of big matches over the last few days in the coming week. All right, moving from Panini onto Upper Deck, and again, sorry for these pictures. I thought I was able to do them. There was only 2 this week for the playoffs. We're into the Stanley Cup Finals, so probably about another 2 weeks worth of game data moments. The big card was Cole Caulfield. Frustration yet again with Upper Deck. The site crashed. I had 5 of these in my checkout and I missed them. I was able to get the other one where I'm Pollock. I ended up having to trade for a couple of Caulfields because, as I've mentioned before, I'm trying to collect 2 full sets to get 2 autographs. Lucky for me, I had some extra Lafreniere and even an extra Caulfield from his first card, and I was able to trade those 2 away for 2 of these. So I'm still on track. Hopefully he doesn't do anything big this coming week, which means I'll have trouble yet again next week to try and get some because I'm running out of cards to trade. So hopefully there's some. I've been lucky to work with a couple of other collectors, and they've been very fair in trading them, and I really don't want to have to overpay for these cards if I'm not able to get them. So Upper Deck, continuing frustration. Tops now, F1. So we had the race last weekend. Surprisingly, 3 cards, 2 of them Red Bull. Look at that, Max Verstappen again, because the guy's on fire. He's having a fantastic season, and that car is just doing so well. So obviously, for him winning last week's race, it was quite exciting. This week's race wasn't as exciting. I'm sure there will be 1 or 2 cards. Yeah, it was boring. And then the Red Bull Racing card, again, I really like these cards. They look fantastic. And then the surprising card was George Russell. I guess because it's a bit of a British-centric team that is running the F1 Tops Now cards. Obviously George Russell being another British driver, they decided to put a card out for him. Again, it's a great looking card. I like the look of it with the car. But yeah, I just ordered my last, or I will be ordering 5 of these today, and no parallels for these this week. moving from F1 to baseball, big week in baseball, and we'll tell you why in a minute. I did pull a few cards that I thought were kind of interesting. So we had the Major League Baseball, which was for Father's Day. I want to say I showcased this one, but I guess no, that's not true. Father's Day was last weekend. But great looking card. Obviously, we had Bichette on there, so happy to see that. I like this Miguel Sano card. It was funny with the bubble gum bucket on his head. We had a card from Cronenworth for his rookie, another Shohei Ohtani. This Tatis, this guy is, he's quite the character, and this is what baseball needs. But, obviously the big card this week for me was the Vlad Jr. and Senior combo card, because he finally hit 50th career home runs, and he was on the same track as his father. So it was quite the statistic to quote. And there was an autograph, which I'll show on the next slide. There was another checklist this week. I missed it. I don't know how I missed it. We got to card 400, and I totally missed it. Really ticked off about it. It's probably because of the other card that got released that day, which I'll show on the last slide. So now I got to go hunt this down. Good thing is there's about 600 copies of these available, which should be pretty easy to find, hopefully at a good price. The other checklists, they've been low print runs of only a couple hundred. So, and I'll say why the print run was high on that. There were some autos this week. We did have a turn back the clock for Manny Ramirez. Good looking card. I think it was a little overpriced. That's why I skipped it. We had an Aaron Nola for his 10 strikeouts, I believe. I can't remember. 10 consecutive strikeouts. That's what it was in one game. So quite a feat. And then we had a nice looking Acuna. Of course, he's still on fire. And Dustin Pedroia went back to Boston because he has retired. But again, coming back to probably my favorite card of the week, which was the Vlad and Jr. and Senior. And we did get a double auto for that. The pricing was fairly reasonable. I got to say, for out of 49, it was $300. I thought, a few of us thought this would be a little bit more expensive, but thankfully it wasn't. I missed it. They went quickly. I think this 49 got sold out quite quickly. I have a feeling the Platinum members probably bought up most of them, which kind of leads to really the biggest card so far this season, and the call-up for Wander Franco. The number one prospect in baseball made his debut this past week with the Rays, and boy, did he make his debut. He showed up, and he showed off with a 3-run home run in his debut game. And it shows. He has now broken the record for Major League Baseball Topps Now cards. 61,000 cards. The next card for baseball, at least, was the Fauci first pitch card from last season, which was 51,000. 61,000. That's massive. And there were obviously autographs with that, but they were only autograph relics. So again, this comes back to my other comment that with the Platinum members, my sense is that they bought the majority of the cards up. I know a couple of Platinum members, and they were limited to what they were allowed to buy. In the past, they really haven't had much limit as to, they could buy really as much as they want, but they were limited to, I want to say 3 or 5 of each. When these hit the site, they were gone. The price was high. It was like $400 or $500 for the base out of 99. There were no autos only, which was quite surprising. You even go back to like Acuna from 2018 or some of the other rookies that year. They went and had actually, they did autos out of 199, which are the green parallels, which they haven't done since 2018, I believe. I have a couple of those. I've shown them off in a couple of my videos. So really surprised that they didn't do it. But these cards obviously sold out. I missed it. I was kind of upset about it, but considering the price point, that's all right. Kind of out of my price range. And to come back to my other comment about the checklist for that particular day, I missed the checklist because of this card. There was so much hype around this card. I didn't even look to see what card number we were at, so I missed it. And I blame you, Wander Franco. But yeah, massive card. It's going to be a while until we break this record again with Top Snow cards. Just a huge card, but obviously deserving. And one other thing I want to point out is that it is a call-up card. It is not a rookie card. So the kind of the rules for Topps with Major League Baseball is after a particular date, they are not allowed to put the rookie card logo. They are only allowed to label it call-up. This is, I don't know. Honestly, I think it's a bit of a money-making scheme, obviously, for Topps. This allows them to put those rookie cards into next season's sets, base sets. They've kind of missed the boat to be able to get it in probably into, although they probably could get them into not series 2, but the update series that comes out in the fall, because they do put All-Star Game cards in that set. But yeah, they do have that cutoff date with Major League Baseball, and that they're usually about mid-June is any new players that get called up into Major League Baseball, they don't get the rookie card logo, they get the call-up logo on it. But there you go. Massive card. Really shows really shows that baseball cards are here to stay, that there's still a lot of demand there. 60,000, that's who knows what his print run's going to be like in Series 1 next year for his rookie card. It may be that high, maybe a couple 100,000 for his rookie cards, but that's pretty high. And I'm sure we're going to see the price on that card on the secondary market stay below kind of $5 for a long time. So there we go. That's it for the cards this week. As always, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see, what you don't want, any kind of improvements you'd like to see with my show. I do appreciate you watching, even if you can't watch live with me, and you are able to watch it on my channel afterwards. But yeah, thanks for watching, and have a great week.